one Beloit woman thought all hope was lost, a good Samaritan was there to help. Grace Choi tells us tonight how an anonymous donor helped get an 80-year-old woman back on a bike after a theft.
80-year-old Thais Parkinson was robbed at her home on Labor Day weekend. A thief went into her Oak Street home garage and stole her tricycle. The greater Beloit area Crime Stoppers learned about what happened from Beloit police. That's when they took action. When one Beloit citizen saw the Crime Stopper report on Facebook, he or she decided to come into the Beloit Police Department to see how they could help.
One of our other community members saw the tip of the week, felt bad for the individual that kind of lost their livelihood in this burglary and wanted to remain anonymous, but donated a three-wheeled bike.
Police came on me this past week. I said, what did I do wrong now? And he said, no. He said, we had a bike. Oh.
The Good Samaritan donated a blue three-wheeled bike to Parkinson.
Oh, no, she can't give me this bike that she has. Oh, yeah, she wants to. Will you take it? Well, I guess I bet it was awful nice.
Thanks to a caring and concerned neighbor, what started as an unfortunate event ended with a beautiful blue replacement bike.
And I really appreciate it. And it's so wonderful what you did for an antique woman like me.
In Beloit, Grace Choi, 27 News.
Parkinson's original bike is still missing, and the burglary is still an open investigation, according to police.
Now, 27 storm track weather with meteorologist Max Severus.
Well, bye-bye sunshine. We are entering out of daylight saving time back into standard time, so your sunset today was just before 4:45, and you got to get used to 4 p.m. sunsets because we're not going to have another 5 o'clock sundown until January 25th, so it's going to be a while. Where we see darkness a little bit sooner than maybe most of us would actually like. And here's the sunset from the WKOW time-lapse. You can see not really looking nice today. We had gray skies all day long, now transitioning into darkness as we head overnight. So as we enter into the overnight hours, not just tonight, but for the next entire week, temps will fall below freezing. So make sure as you get the kids to the bus stop tomorrow, they're bundled up with the boots, heavy winter coats, and yes, the gloves and mittens as well. Temperatures, though, today weren't quite that half bad. We got to the 50-degree mark in Madison. That's pretty seasonal for early November standards. Everyone flirting with 50 degrees today, and even right now, still not too uncomfortable. We're at 45, but you can see cooler temperatures to the northwest. That's that cold front that slid through this morning. Now we're feeling the effects of it with 30s back to the north and west, and many of us will get down into the 30s tonight, and everyone will get to 20s as we wake up tomorrow morning. Here we go, just before midnight, getting to the freezing mark. Winds out of the north-northwest filtering in that cooler air at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and our overnight low temperature in Madison specifically, 26 degrees, cooler to the north and west. Meanwhile, on the warm side of the system that moved through, it was very, very active. We have a couple tornado watches in effect for Ohio, down towards Carbondale, Illinois as well. And you can see tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings aplenty. So a very busy day to our south and east. Meanwhile, we look to the northwest for our weather pattern. Very quiet. Just cloudy skies, a couple breaks starting to make their way through the Dakotas. And I expect partly cloudy to mostly clear conditions overnight before clouds increase for the first half of the work week. So here's high pressure that's going to bring in the chillier conditions tonight and clear out the cloud cover as well. As we get towards tomorrow afternoon, we'll see clouds start to filter in from west to east as that high pushes eastbound. Maybe a few flurries tomorrow, but nothing to write home about. And then another high-pressure system builds in Tuesday. That's going to allow for the chilly setup because these highs have their origin over northwest Canada. So they're bringing with it that cool Canadian air as well. Here's how it plays out on Futurecast. Thinning clouds as we enter into the next several hours. Tomorrow morning, grab the sunglasses heading out the door. You'll need them, at least for the first half of the day. Then we become mostly cloudy by sundown and right around when the kids come home from school as well. So the rest of tonight, 26 degrees, partly cloudy to start, turning mostly clear late after midnight. This will be one of the coldest nights of the season if we do get into the mid-20s. We've only gotten to 27 thus far. However, this is going to look like a cakewalk compared to some of the cooler temperatures we have in that extended outlook. Tomorrow, 39, that's all I have for a high temperature. It'll be mostly sunny to start, very nice, and the winds aren't going to be a factor tomorrow either. So it'll feel pretty nice despite the fact that temperatures are about 12 degrees below where they should be for this time of year. And overall, yes, just downright cool to start off the school and work week. We'll get near 40 on Tuesday, low 40s on Wednesday with generous sunshine, clouding back up for the latter half of the work week in the mid to upper 30s. By Veterans Day, we were talking about some mixed precipitation yesterday. That looks like it's going to hold off until Saturday night. So any of those outdoor memorial services look like they're going to be A-OK, just cloudy and cool, and then mixed precipitation with us, at least for the first half of Sunday. So dry and cold for the rest of this work week before we turn a little bit more active and still chilly by next weekend. So if you can get outside at all, this is the week to do it because the weekend really doesn't look nice.
Yeah, but it's November. We're,
it's what's expected.
What we gotta do.
Yeah, we've really had the chilly stuff with us since mid-October. I think we're all getting used to it.
All right, thank you, Max. Badgers football was yesterday, but we got tons of other Wisconsin sports going on today. Amy joins us to tell us what she's covering.
Yeah, the Badger men's hoops team is actually finishing up an exhibition game right now at the Kohl Center. Women's hockey, could they remain undefeated? We'll have two top-ranked teams in action. LeBon.